Hey, it's me. We went camping this weekend, and guess what we made? And we're going to make it here too. Hey everyone, Dave Guerra here. Welcome back. It is This Vet Cooks. It's another exciting, action-packed episode ready for you right off the grill, or the pot actually this time, right off the pot and into your stomach. That's what we're doing. And today, what are we making? Like I said at the top, we went camping. My son and I went camping this past weekend. We had a great time. Folks, there was like nobody around where we were camping. They were all over there with their fifth wheels and their Winnebagos and all of that. Now, we were actually out there in the tent. We actually started a fire. It was awesome. It was fantastic. But one of the things that was on the menu, just we ran out of time, it was Frito Pie. That's right, Frito Pie, the old trusty Frito Pie. So what do we need? Well, obviously we need some Fritos, or facsimile, but we're using real Fritos. A can of chili with no beans. Again, you can have them with beans. It's up to you. There's no rule that says you can't have it. You can have it only one way. But we're using Hill Country Fare chili no beans. Folks, if you don't know who Hill Country Fare is, then you're looking in the wrong place. You don't have the right supermarket. That would be HEB. HEB here in Texas. And we're using Rico's gourmet nacho cheddar cheese to put this. So we're going to heat up the chili. We're going to open up these bags, and I'm going to show you a trick or two on how to use them as a bowl. And we're using this nacho cheese. Obviously you can use shredded cheese. You can cut your own cheese, cut the cheese, or you can use the nacho cheese. So come on, let's get started. Let's get going. All right, folks, for the first thing we got to do is we got to warm up some chili. Now we're not outside this time. We spent the weekend outside. It's time to come back inside. Besides, it's hot out there. Anyway, so what are we doing? We're going to heat up this can of chili in this pot. We're going to get it up to temperature, and we're using the one burner. But as you can see, and over here now we're going to move over to camera 2. Over here at camera 2, as you can see, it's closed. So what do we use? Well, obviously we're going to need a can opener. And what better can opener than the vet's friend is the, whoa, come on. It is the P38 can opener, not the P38. And that's the P38 can opener, yep. Air cooled, one user use. And all it takes is, this is all you need to open up this can. And so let's get going, and this is all you got to do. Just clip it in there, get it in line, and once you puncture, you're done, because then you just keep going around. Now I've had some can openers that are, $20, $30 can openers that, well, for some reason or another, they just don't like to do the job, but there we go. And of course, this comes with time, this comes with experience. But there we go. Don't get too ahead of yourself. And man, I remember we'd go out to the field and somebody always brought a can of something. Ravioli was the big thing in my time. I don't know what it was in other times. I'm more sure chili definitely was. But ravioli, beefaroni, the little beefaroni, that's the one with the macaronis, right? Yeah. Oops, there we go. And there it is. We have our chili. Let's go ahead and get this entered in there. Now, of course, you're going to need a little help. Unfortunately, the P38 can opener is not suitable for getting in there and digging out the chili that needs to be. Now, in some cases, you can go ahead and puncture a hole in the back. It creates, right now, there would be a vacuum, and puncturing that hole will release the vacuum and equalize the pressure, causing the chili to slide out. Folks, that is your physics lesson of the day. Equalization of pressure, otherwise in a vacuum. There we go. And I think that'll do it. That will do it. So now we got to get this chili all heated up and warmed up, and then we'll be off and running. We'll spread this over the Frito Pie. Okay, so I know we're not at a campfire, so we are warming up the chili on the one burner. The plan of attack was, while we were out there, is we had a pot out there, so it was actually a saucepan. We were going to dump the chili into the saucepan. Then off on the side of the fire, we were going to open the cheese and put that down in the coals, down in the embers. So that way it got a chance to warm up and it got a little easier to pour. So, but we don't have an open fire. We just opened that. See, it's not easy to pour, but there's that awesome cheese, and that is good. Passes the muster. And again, this is gourmet nacho cheese, and it's got a little jalapeno on the side. I'm not too sure how to read that. Does that mean it's spicy? It's got a little bit of spice, I guess, but well, either way. So, preparation. Empty the contents into a saucepan and heat on the stove for 15 minutes, or place in a microwave safe container and on high heat for 2 to 3 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and get this all out of here. And there's still some extra cheese down below. Wow, there's the bottomless pit of cheese down here. And there we go. So that should do it. Alrighty, let's get this into the microwave for about 2 to 3 minutes. All right, so what you see here on camera 2, what's that word? Charcuterie of add-ons, additions. Now, we were out in the field. We were just going to do Fritos, the cheese, and the chili. That's it. But we're back home, so, you know, Creature Comforts allows us to maybe throw in a little bit of lettuce, some tomatoes, some onions, and, of course, some jalapenos. And I totally forgot to take the jalapenos out to the field, so good thing we didn't eat these, that we had been sadly, severely disappointed. But jalapenos, and we just throw that in there. Listen, speaking of throwing things in there, I want to thank everyone for that's following us on the Facebook. What's that? Facebook.com/ThisVetCooks. Also on the Twitter at ThisVetCooks. Having a lot of fun there on the Twitter. Be sure you join us. And also on Instagram, Instagram.com/ThisVetCooks. We're having a great time. Join us there. It's fantastic. So again, thanks again everybody that follows. And also, hey, speaking of following and watching and watching the show, I do appreciate that. Check out my brother's show. Really cool show. Talking Shenanigans, and it's here on the screen. I guess it's over here this time still. And watch it. My brother, his wife, my sister-in-law. Great stuff, great commentary. They're doing a review on all of basically anything that's new right now. I'm waiting to hear what they still have to say about The Bachelorette. I haven't heard any of that, or The Bachelor, or whatever. And everything else, 90 Day Fiancé, Life After Lockup, Life After the 90 Day Fiancé, Life Beyond the 90 Day Fiancé, and what else is there? Before the 90 Day Fiancé. Yeah, it's really weird. Whatever, all those shows. So check them out, and all their spin-off shows and all that good stuff. And also they've started watching what's that? Live Rescue. Live Rescue. I know it's not a replacement for Live PD, but hey, you never know. You never know. So either way, check them out. It's a great show, great times, a lot of fun stuff. They're talking about hashtags and other things they find on the Twitter and funny stuff. So anyway, listen, watch the show. Let me get stuff moving. All right, so we're waiting on the cheese to finish, and the chili's pretty much done. So I want to have about a couple of seconds here to talk to everybody about the Veteran Crisis Line. Again, make the call. Make the call. Look, I don't know what is taking you to this place. I can only imagine. We've all been to some dark places. We've all experienced some things. But again, your situation is your unique situation. Don't let anybody, do not let anybody, it doesn't matter who they are, say it's not worth it, say it's not valuable, say it's not valid, say it's not important. Just because it does not agree with their agenda, you know, you got to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, you know, exactly. But what I'm getting at is don't give in to those demons. Don't give in to those dark sides. Don't give in to the dark side that says either you believe my way or you don't believe any way. No, that's wrong. That just belittles you. And hey, we've done a lot more than they probably ever will. So again, make the call. You're hurting. You need someone to talk to. Make the call. That's what's important, is that you seek help. Not somebody else's agenda. You And that's what matters to me. That's what matters to you. That's what matters to your battles. That's what matters to everyone. All your buddies. Everybody that had your 6 still has your 6, whether you want to believe it or not, or somebody else is telling you otherwise. Make the call. Veteran Crisis Line, 1-800-273-8255. Press the number 1 when that automated attendant answers, and just start talking to somebody. That's really all it is. Okay, everything is warmed up. The chili's warmed up. The cheese is good to go. Looks great. Smells great. Our accoutrements, I guess is what we call our... Yeah, accoutrements, because they're not condiments. That's different. That's ketchup, mayonnaise, and all that. And we have our Fritos. Now we have 2 different. We have the original. We have the original flavor, and we have chili cheese flavor. Guess who wanted that? Yeah. Kick it old school, especially for the first time. But hey, you know, kids will be kids, and that's what they want. So hey, why not, right? And we went camping, so you get to splurge a little bit too. So over here on camera 2, we're going to go ahead and open this up. Ideally, this is the, oops, whoa, ooh, that's hot. There we go, sorry about that. And here we are in camera 2, and there it is. We split it open. You can do that, and you can cut across a little bit, so it flops open, flips open, whatever you want to call it. And it stays open. There you go. So now the next thing you do is then just pile on, create a little space there, pile on some chili, throw on some cheese, and then whatever you want. So, buddy, what do you want on yours? Chili and cheese, and that's it? No onions, no jalapenos? Just chili and cheese. Alrighty, so go ahead and, alright, let's get to work. So, some chili. And you gotta be careful with this chili. Just as quickly as it was, it will settle because it'll start to separate a little bit. So careful. And again, this has no beans. There we go. We're adding that in. There we go. And again, you know when it's the right amount for you. Okay. And then now we go over here with the cheese. Yikes. And that's the problem being underneath the fan. The cheese starts to cool down fast. But there we go. I mean, nothing beats eating outdoors, but when it comes time for it, you know, when it's time to make it, there we go. Get that off to the side. That's kind of what it looks like, and of course we can add our jalapenos or whatever. And you know, like I said, nothing beats eating outdoors. But when it comes down to it, you know, you just got to do what you got to do where you do it. And go ahead and see if I can grab some. Now, the longer it sits there, obviously it's going to get soggier, so that's a good thing. Let me get some. There we go. I had to struggle for it, but there it is. Frito pie ready to go. Everyone, I'm Dave Guerra, and this Vet Cooks.